You and your person already were created to love each other. You don't need to convince them of that. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. Today I want to talk about revision and forgiveness and making sure that you're seeing yourself and your mirror soul, your specific person, in a healthy, ideal way, because true forgiveness would be truly letting go of the past, forgetting about the past, and allowing yourself to become fused with the reality that you want to experience with your person, where you guys are loving each other, you're trusting each other, you're feeling safe and secure with each other. So if you're continuing to do different techniques, but you're still feeling a lot of anxiousness and anger and frustration and sadness about what happened in the past, then you haven't truly forgiven yourself. You haven't truly forgiven your person. And this is all you need to do. You need to just use revision. You can also use tools like EFT tapping, EMDR, different breathing techniques. There are so many different tools at Ho'oponopono at your fingertips to use when you aren't letting go of the past. If you're okay, it's part of the process. I understand a lot of you guys may be going through this for a long time now. It is not your fault. You are not a problem. You are the solution. So you have to start seeing things from that perspective, and you have to allow yourself to be in your power, be confident, be secure, be poised, cool, calm, collected, strong, and start to focus a lot on your self-concept. So I want to talk today about forgiving, using revision, and even I'll touch on EMDR a little bit. I experimented with something last night that a client of mine sent to me, and it was pretty effective. So I'll probably share a link to the video below. Unfortunately, it is a self-guided EMDR video. And unfortunately, all of the ones that I searched for last night to send you guys have ads. So there is going to be a point where you might be interrupted with an ad, but I did use it and it was effective. So before I get further into this, if you love me, please do like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. It helps my channel grow. I appreciate you for that. If you want me to be your coach to help you manifest your SP back, no matter what has happened, email a short description to kim@coreunion.com. Go to the website, coreunion.com, book whatever you want to book. My scheduling assistant, Olga, will get back to you as soon as possible, but you do need to send the description from your email, not from my website, because those emails will get buried and we most likely won't get to them. Okay, so revision and forgiving is massive. Sometimes what I've seen happen is, for example, I have a client, she has been doing incredibly well. Her and her person. So when we first started working together, we work together all the time, ongoing, because I'm also coaching her. I'm not only coaching her in things with her person, I'm coaching her and transforming her life, and even creating new things that she wants to create in terms of the services she wants to provide, the money that she wants to make. When we first started working together, her and her person were separated with no contact, no communication. I think it was somewhere around 8 months or a year. We got working together. She went deep in her, I taught her through the inner work that I gave her to go deep within herself and to immerse herself in living from the end and seeing herself, seeing him in this ideal way. And obviously, just like with everyone, of course, the pain comes up. That's what it's supposed to do. Your body is an emotional filter system. There was a holiday event happening, and she wanted to be there with her mirror soul while his family was there, but he didn't actually extend the invitation. So she got in her feelings about it, and it threw her off a little bit. When she communicated that with her mirror soul, then her mirror soul started to feel like, I don't think I can give you what you want. And then he went on to explain how, sometimes he just can get overwhelmed with things. So maybe he's not always up for company in this way, but that with his family, it's a little easier, right? And so he explained that to her. And then what ended up happening, she was so understanding. She basically said, well, I love you and I'm here and I support you. And I totally, completely understand where you're coming from, instead of coming from the place of lack, right? So then he did end up inviting her over because he didn't feel the pressure anymore, right? Again, this is almost talking from a 3D lens, but it's because she went into forgiveness and she went into peace about it. And then she didn't go into graspiness. She went into unconditional love. Okay. So she forgave, she went into unconditional love. Then they end up spending the holiday together and she was able to meet his family. So I'm going to read from chapter 4, The Pruning Shears of Revision, Awaken Imagination. Page 54. Revision is of greatest importance when the motive is to change oneself, when there is a sincere desire to be different, when the longing is to awaken the ideal active spirit of forgiveness. Without imagination, man remains a being of sin. Man either goes forward to imagination or remains imprisoned in his senses. To go forward to imagination is to forgive. Forgiveness is the life of the imagination. The art of living is the art of forgiving. Forgiveness is, in fact, experiencing in imagination the revised version of the day, experiencing in imagination what you wish you had experienced in the flesh. Every time one really forgives, that is, every time one relives the event as it should have been lived, one is born again. Father, forgive them is not the plea that comes once a year, but the opportunity that comes every day. The idea of forgiving is a daily possibility, and if it is sincerely done, it will lift man to higher and higher levels of being. He will experience a daily Easter, and Easter is the idea of rising transformed, and that should be almost continuous process. Not to forgive is to be at war with ourselves. For we are freed according to our capacity to forgive. Forgive and you shall be forgiven. Luke 6:37. Forgive not merely from a sense of duty or service. Forgive because you want to. Thy ways are ways of pleasantness, and all the paths are peace. Proverbs 3:17. You must take pleasure in revision. You can forgive others effectively only when you have a sincere desire to identify them with their ideal. Sometimes all you guys do have to do is to truly let go of the past and drop it instead of focusing on it and ruminating on it and trying to bypass by just pretending. Like, sometimes you guys aren't going deeper in allowing yourself to live from the state of having. How can you live from the state of having and being claimed, adored, cherished, which you already are, by the way? For you and your person already were created to love each other. You don't need to convince them of that. They know it deep down. They know it. The same way you do, they do too. Okay. But if you guys are only waking up and doing all of your inner work, only trying to get your SP back, who are you being when you're doing your inner work? And if you're not truly letting go of the past through revision, through these techniques, EFT, EMDR, things like that, with the intention that you truly want to forgive, truly is forgetting. It's forgiving, it's forgetting, it's letting it go. It's realizing that you projected a very unintentionally, so this is where forgiveness comes in. You've projected a really bad story from your past onto your person. So see them in the highest and best and the most ideal, but you have to see yourself that way first. So you do not need to detach from your person. You do not need to detach from the desire of being together. You can, throughout the day, think about them. You can love and enjoy thinking about them. You can imagine you guys living together, having fun together, cooking together, cleaning together, going out to eat together, doing whatever you enjoy doing, whatever you see your life doing. Immerse yourself in the pleasure of it and enjoy it. But when you do that, and if when you do your inner work, you are in resistance, you're like, there's a part of you that doesn't feel, that feels numb, that just refuses to do it. It feels bad. You're getting triggered. That is your signal. You have not forgiven yourself or forgiven your person. So you need to either revise, do a combination of revision, do some EMDR, because it's very, I'll put the link down below. It's really, it is very helpful. I used it last night on something that was a visual disturbance in my mind of something that I had manifested that was very painful for me. And I did it right there on the sofa last night. And within about 10, 15 minutes after doing it, I felt 100% neutral about it. You have to let go of the past. I manifested it. I'm sorry that I did. It was unintentional. It wasn't I didn't mean to do this. I love myself. I forgive myself. I cherish myself. I choose myself. I know who I am now. I forgive you. I love you. I love you deeply. I see who you truly are now. I know that we are meant to be together. I cherish our life together, and hear them say it back to you. I don't know, I'm going on a little bit of a rant here, but that's what you need to do. So if you are going to choose leveraging this understanding of the law of consciousness, oneness, the law of assumption, that there is no separation, that your divine messengers are already there for you. You don't have to make them want to be there. They are already there for you. Do your inner work and imagine your person as loving you deeply, cherishing you, being committed to you, being ready, being expressive, trusting, vulnerable, okay, strong, confident, able. That's the version of your person. So if right now the idea of that triggers you, it's because you haven't let go of the past. So that's your clue, that's your key. Okay. Anyway, please do affirm down below. I am going to trust what's in my heart and soul and allow myself to experience what I deserve to have with my mirror soul. Reach out to me if you need me. I love you so much. Have an amazing day. Bye.
Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.